My name is John Crain. I'm a proud member of the Ho-Chunk Nation, and I'm also proud to say I graduated in 2018 from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. Growing up, college was never on my radar, and I'm just really happy I'm here. I don't remember much about living with my dad. He went to prison when I was 5. My mom struggled with alcohol abuse, and we kind of were in this almost routine where something would happen with my mom, her alcohol abuse would come back, one of us would get in trouble, and we'd all be sent away. At 11, I ran away. I knew there was one place I could go, and that's my brother Chris. He was 17, he was my father figure, he was my friend. He taught me everything I know about my work ethic. He would go to these jobs no matter what they paid him, and he would do the work, and he would do the best he could do. And I wanted to do the same. I wanted to be just like him. I wanted to work hard. I wanted people to respect me because of the work I did. After I graduated high school, I moved away. I found a house, I got a job, and I was just living my life. Well, my mom was diagnosed with pancreas cancer, and I wanted to take care of her. So I learned how to change her bag, give her pills, give her shots, just get the basic training of a nurse. So when they released her, she could live with me. Unfortunately, she only lived for the next 5 months. I had a lot of medical bills. I didn't have insurance at the time. I started working multiple jobs in the Dells area. They'd always give me more responsibilities. They wanted me to do more things for them, but they never would promote me. They'd never make me a manager. And I knew that if I was going to become a leader, I'd have to go to school. I'd have to go to college. I was working at a restaurant in Wisconsin Dells, and I met Cassidy Fosterly, and she was just this amazing woman, and I was just drawn to her right away. And she was going to school at University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. She wanted to be a teacher. I was inspired. So I decided I would go and figure out how I could get into UWL. I got a meeting with the admissions office, and I was excited. I went in with my transcript, went in with the letter of who I was, what I'd been through. And when I met with the advisor, my academics they weren't strong enough, and I wasn't gonna be accepted. It hurt. I actually received a call from Scott Johns in the admissions office. He wanted to map out a plan for me to come in, meet with him, figure out a way that I could make it to UWL. And the way I could make it was through Western Technical College. It was the first time I had been to school in 10 years, and I was worried at the time, but I got in touch with teachers and I felt comfortable. Earned a 4.0 3 times, was named all academic, all conference for basketball 3 times, and I just had a great experience. The next time I met with Scott, I knew exactly what he was gonna say. I was in. That first semester I was overwhelmed. Being that I was pretty much done with all my generals, I was really now focused on business management, and some of these courses were very challenging for me. I just needed that additional help, stopping at the office hours for all my professors to make sure that they knew I cared and that I wanted help and that I was trying to do better. Everyone was here to help me, and it made me feel at home, and I made the Dean's List. I had an internship with the Ho-Chunk Nation. I became a founding member and president of an honors fraternity, Lambda Chi Alpha, which is dedicated to community service. Then during the spring, while I also was on the Dean's List, I started interviewing, and I started receiving offers, which was a really cool thing. When I was younger, I was always worried that I wasn't wanted, being in different foster homes and group homes. And during the spring, I felt like I was really wanted. I feel like this year I've knocked off so many of these major milestones in my life. First one being graduating from University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, which was my goal, and I did that in May. And I then accepted a job offer with Northwestern Mutual and have started my new career. And then in June, I got married to the woman of my dreams. Well, recently I've been asked to speak at a couple different public schools. Maybe after meeting with some of the students, they'll be inspired to start looking at college and thinking that that's a possibility. I think that's why I want to do some of this. Like, I have people that believe in me, and my mom, she was the first one. When she wasn't drinking, she was just this beautiful woman who cared about everyone. She'd probably say I made her proud, that I chased my dreams, that I knew I could be a great person, and she knew it, and she'd be right.